quite busy recently. I don't want to add to...
Let the show begin. Incoming! Hey! Incinerate! Don't blink!
A new job.
Incoming! My sword comes shadow. Don't blink!
Twin blade! Disappear!
Boom boom! Replica flame! Incinerate!
Off with you!
Speed of light!
That was brutal.
La da da da. protect us.
With the wind!
Don't blink! Motion to compel. Ha! Time for your arraignment.
Wind blade!
Got lucky that time. Speed of light.
Wind blade!
Ouchie. Nowhere to hide. Boom boom. Ja. Ja. Don't blink. Hey! Incinerate. Ja. Motion to compel.
Disappear!
Speed of light. Cut to the chase. Ad Astra Abbott. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra. Don't blink!
Wind blade!
Incinerate! We have put in... If you ever have... Boom boom! Chia! Chia! Motion to compel! Boom boom!
Are as calm as always.
I'll keep this close.
Weapons on this side.
beautiful home.
All clear as far as the eye can see.
what's going on up
Waves are as calm. Weapons on this side. Well maintained.
Sound of the ocean waves.
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your sister would have sided with the Abyss. Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? She said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets she still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Then Paimon will be sure to keep up the good work. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey... Oh, you mean the god that took your sister away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Ooh, Paimon supports that idea. Just the thought of it's so satisfying. Well, we've ruled out two gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already! Atsuko in Lua Harbor! She's from Inazuma! Let's see what she has to say!
Oh, hello. I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way,
Great! We came to the right person!
but the chance of success is incredibly small.
Huh. Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supply soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu Chising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently It doesn't feel good to speak ill. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku decree. The clothes, and even if you did manage to find a way...
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed, but if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled
But it's an armed fleet, right?
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beto, then the hardest part will be out of the way. The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's...
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Patuian Osile, right? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing, it's Paimon!
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
No, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell, as for whether this shell has any practical application, well,
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor.
You just want him to take part in your tournament.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Go on, get yourself to. I've already fixed up the.
Martial arts tournaments always remind, but when the combatants are obliged.
World is the most real.
Incoming! Don't blink! Hey! Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against? Hello! Are you here to compete in the Crux?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, we heard a rule about.
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Also,
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. I planted a left hook on the I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick. I told you. Unarmed, out. I'm not saying I came out
uh-huh. But for us, even for,
I'll see you in the arena.
Hi there. Are you here for the Crux?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life but this tournament is more than just a
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly be.
This master of yours must be.
famous. He's the founder of the Ling Shan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. You probably wouldn't have heard of it. He's got to be a grand to the Ling Shan clan.
Force dispersed.
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the.
It sure is, but it's extreme.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to.
But here we are. Recently though, We heard that
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe.
Well, we have to try something.
Exactly. It can't hurt. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant.
See you in the arena.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so,
So you're also here for the tournament?
you better believe it. I wouldn't. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life. No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I know how that sounds. I've passed every exam I've. In most people's eyes, I am already the a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So, I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric stasicon. Ha! You don't mince your words, do you? Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to...
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go sign up.
Chinksa Village Arm Wrestling Champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped? Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph later.
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. It's just a formality for you, of course. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah! Also, don't forget to mention that the previous battles include, but are not limited to, Storm Terror Dvalin and Fatui Harbinger Child.
Whoa!
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. Right, your registration. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. I can hardly believe it myself, to be honest. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right? All right, it's showtime! You got this!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Our Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about? Ugh, how am I supposed to win now?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show he put on just now, so come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our...
All right. Let me think how to aptly... You fought well.
All right then. A lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised, and since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right? So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the
Huh. To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you...
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you...
Relax! My guy's at the top of his game! He ain't...
Okay, follow me.
What you got?
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun! Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize.
You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Pretty good.
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid, but mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strong. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have, so don't get too cocky.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Ah, it's you! I myself was
Maybe next time, huh?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent. I faltered for but a brief moment. Given my stature, I have no... Still, I'm sure he'll be no match...
Hey there! Well, where did...
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from- I don't dare tell my master about this. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks,
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, but you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most... In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard.
He's right. But I guess not using your elemental...
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final...
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't... As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he... What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced my...
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the...
It is true that I am versed both in literary... I do not mean to flaunt my martial. Given your talents...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the...
Gathering intelligence is Besides, our favorite here has fought many...
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that...
However, there is only so much that... Come with me.
Kazuha's had his eye on... If you've got anything to ask him...
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element, but multiple. Is that...
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind, if I'm not mistaken, you... When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not... Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you.
As crazy as all that sounds,
My humble abilities are negligible compared to you. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, he just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make... Now then.
Ready, steady, go! Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat. In other words, as long as you remain mindful, please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you. The world is a truly mysterious... You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have and what influences the gods. My apologies. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways. I am willing to answer. So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 Archon, not to mention, with no new
She sounds less like an Archon and more like...
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma...
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish... Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted.
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who...
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the crux. We've seen many exciting battles. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's Travel...
Wow!
I've been waiting for this.
I'm sure everyone witnessed, but today's final round. As for our other combatant... Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? Apologies, everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice. If he does...
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem... Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prod. Traveler, come with us.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would...
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight... The vision was the prize that I had offered.
Well, if you insist, I'll stay here and try it all.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island.
Come with me. I can sense...
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the price in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see, shortly.
Speed of light. Hey, nowhere to hide.
Motion to compel. Time for your arraignment.
I'll protect us.
Prepare yourself.
Yeah.
No escape. You can't run from death.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders! They're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Incoming! Boom boom!
Freeze! Freeze!
Hey! Cut to the chase!
I got careless.
Let's dance.
Windblade!
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
the wind. What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and, in other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now.
Aha! So you were supposed to.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. After watching the semifinals, I knew since there was no use in trying to face you, I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape. But somehow... Drat. This should have gone differently. I know an empty threat went fine. But
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
you're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far!
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Just
watch!
incinerate!
Let's appraise the value on this.
Motion to compel!
Just a temporary setback.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet, put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it!
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision. But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes, I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened from the moment he stole the vision. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Har-
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds.
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus, in which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified, and our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now,
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Paimon believes you'll find a way.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
Speed of light! Boom! Remarkable condition. Incinerate! Incoming! Motion to compel! Inadmissible evidence!
With the wind! Wind blade!
Speed of light! Boom!
Another test subject.
Incoming! With sword comes shadow!
Fry!
Don't blink!
I got careless.
I'll keep this close.
I'll protect us. Speed of light. Incoming.
That's everything. On to the next.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting. Have you heard?
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again? The rite of
Have
parting?
you heard? The
Did
rite of
something
parting.
terrible happen again? The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The
Have you
rite of
heard?
parting?
The rite of
Did
parting.
something terrible happen again? The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting. Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting. Have you heard?
The rite of
The
parting?
rite of parting.
Did something terrible happen again? The rite of parting? Did something
Have you
terrible
heard?
happen again?
The rite of parting. Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again? The rite of parting?
Have you heard?
Did something
rite of
terrible
parting.
happen again? The rite of parting? Did
Have you
something
heard?
terrible happen
The
again?
rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible
Have you
happen
heard?
again?
The rite of parting.
rite of parting? Did
Have
something
you heard?
terrible happen
The
again?
rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting?
Have you
Did
heard?
something terrible
The
happen
rite of
again?
parting. Have you
The
heard?
rite of parting?
The rite of parting.
Did something terrible happen again? The rite of parting? Did something
Have you
terrible
heard?
happen again?
The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting. Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again? The
Have you
rite
heard?
of parting?
The rite of
Did
parting.
something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting. Have you heard?
The rite
The
of
rite
parting?
of parting.
Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
Something terrible happened.
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen again?
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
The rite of parting? Did something terrible happen?